Millions of years ago, Shinnok, one of the Elder Gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earth realm.
So how come Johnny Cage is narrating and not Raiden? If you ask me, I prefer Raiden since it makes sense when it was Raiden that was there when Shinnok lost that battle that we never got to see. One thing I truly hate about this game is that it completely makes characters that are supposed to be overpowered significantly weaker than the characters that should be underpowered. Here in this segment, you see soldiers running when there are flying demons taking them one by one. Instead of running, why not stop and shoot? So you shoot at a target that is flying at full speed, but you won't shoot at a target that is standing still? All of a sudden, there's only one flying demon when there were countless a few seconds ago.
Alright, you have the rendezvous coordinates, far into the forest. From there we access the portal to Raiden's Sky Temple,
where there's an angry former Elder God and his devils waiting for us.
So you think you're ready to fight an Elder God with these people? The fact that this was all they needed is definitely a sin.
You gotta land this thing!
First of all, where is Scorpion? That aircraft is going forward and yet we see no Scorpion anywhere. There is a limit to that chain, but since the game demands it, that chain came out of nowhere with Scorpion coming from behind the aircraft. Quick time events. Why is this even in the game? I purposely fail all of these to see what happens. There are no consequences. What was the point of it? Can she physically push Scorpion out the aircraft when he could have just force push him out? A really stupid move since that would have had more force. Instead, Kenshi will risk his life with no common sense.
Nasty.
First of all, that's ice, but with Sub-Zero's abilities, it cuts like a raw blade. Now the game wants to make it into literal ice so Johnny won't die? This is the type of crap we'll be seeing in all of MKX. Scorpion, you seriously still hanging from there? You're staring at him when you could have killed him. Useless. He is being burnt and frozen at the same time. He is a human being, yet he won't suffer from third-degree burns. Johnny Cage is another dimwit that doesn't use common sense. Why didn't he shadow kick Scorpion off the plane? Both Johnny Cage and Sonya will survive their incident. I can understand Johnny since he didn't hit his head during the impact. But Sonya? With that plane full-on crashing into the ground, the chance of her surviving is almost non-existent. Especially since she hit her head and became unconscious.
Sonya, get out of there!
Oh, so that would have killed him. Earlier when Sub-Zero hit Johnny, it broke off, barely damaging Johnny. The inconsistency of this game is worse than the inconsistency in For Honor.
Whew, that was unpleasantly cold.
And this game was unpleasantly unsatisfying.
I liked it better when we fought on the same side.
Johnny Cage beating Scorpion and Sub-Zero? I don't buy it. That's like Kun Jin beating both Liu Kang and Kung Lao. It just shouldn't happen. Especially when later we'll see Hanzo completely beating the shit out of Sonya, Kenshi, and Johnny in the same scene. Clearly, it's all for plot demands. For some odd reason, Fujin wasn't a playable character in this game. I mean, he should have been. Yes, we got him in MK11, but the gameplay in that game was dry as hell. Have any of you played as Fujin in MK11? Horrible. This game would have suited him better. Now, what I want to know is how didn't Fujin hit Raiden with that spear since that demon was literally on top of Raiden?
Fences below. No, Fujin. It is too late. The mighty gods of Earthrealm. You befoul these hallowed grounds, Quan Chi. Be gone! Surely you are pleased to see your friends.
If I'm not mistaken, Sindel was the one who killed around 95% of Raiden's fighters. Why is he referring to Sindel as one of Raiden's friends?
You abandoned them to their deaths. I returned them to life. A life worse than death.
Hey Raiden, weren't you ready to give Earthrealm warrior souls to Quan Chi?
Name your terms. What do you offer?
I offer the souls of Earthrealm warriors who die in this conflict.
I don't know why you're mad about it now. Oh look, Nightwolf is in this story, but won't have him as a playable character for whatever reason. The same with Sindel, Smoke, Fujin, Striker, and more. Jack sure is taking his time on killing Sonya. That's another problem with this game. They take so long to kill someone, giving more than enough time for the hero to save the day.
The real Jax wouldn't punch his best friend.
But that's not the real Jax that we saw in MK9. That's the Revenant version of Jax. That line wasn't just stupid, but a waste of time. So we're just gonna skip how these two were able to go through the hundreds of demons Quan Chi controlled, the Revenants, and Quan Chi himself. Yep, plot demands. What the hell is Raiden aiming at?
Will not touch the Jinsei.
Oh, I will. And all of Earthrealm will learn the truth of death.
'Saving the hero at the nick of time cliche. Shinnok didn't immediately rip Johnny in half.
She will be the first to join me.
No!
This is where the game starts going downhill for most fans. How the hell is Johnny Cage able to fight against Shinnok, a former Elder God might I add, when Cyrex was about to kill him in the previous game? Johnny even teamed up on Katana with Smoke and she beat them both by herself. Need I mention that with one slap, Shao Kahn knocked out both Johnny and Sonya.
I'm not sure what just happened to me.
Oh, easy. That was plot demands. So Shinnok created that amulet to control all of the realm. But why would he create something that could imprison him as well?
Remain here. The Chamber's properties will heal Sonya Blade in short order.
Yet, you didn't bring the combatants from the last game here to heal them. Useless.
Surge of power within the chamber overwhelmed my senses.
We can deal with Quan Chi later, Kinshi.
We've netted a bigger prize this day.
Shinnok's amulet. And within it,
Old fish face himself.
let us take the amulet to the Elder Gods.
They cannot destroy it. No one can.
Okay, they can't destroy it, but they can probably do a better job hiding it or keeping it safe than anyone on Earthrealm. Had that happened, Shinnok would have never been freed.
Raiden thinks it was triggered when I saw a loved one about to die.
How about you, Cassie? Can you summon anything like that? Or did it skip a generation?
Kun Jin is talking as if he's all that. He's from the Shaolin monks, but he shows no superior abilities from the previous Shaolin warriors.
The Tarkatans are in position. We await your order.
It is given, dearest Tanya.
Stopping a carriage is nothing. Killing an emperor.
False Emperor!
Well, let's not forget that Shang Tsung created you. You're not biologically Shao Kahn's daughter. You were a false empress when you were Khan if you want to go by that logic. Look at this horrible scene of Ermac moving the crates one by one. I find it disgusting how NetherRealm Studios continues to nerf their characters to the point it just doesn't make sense. Either they're weakened to the extreme, or common sense is out of the picture. You see, he can definitely kill anyone who gets in his way, just like that. But for some reason, he will never do that or something similar to a bigger threat.
You said a mouthful.
I purposely failed all QTEs and I will not suffer any consequences. Again. Kotal Khan just stabbed Kano aggressively in a very fatal spot. Yet, next time we see Kano, he will look like that never happened.
You are the Edenian, Tanya.
I'm pleased you remember me, Koatar.
I will never forget those who freed Melina.
About that, why didn't we get to see the Edenians free Melina? Netherrealm, if you're gonna make a story, you'll need to show the whole thing. I mean, every bit of detail. I'm not gonna buy your damn books. Never have, never will. Put the whole story in the game.
Bronate!
For some reason, that Tarkhan acts as if he's dead. So Rain is a character in this game, and for some reason, he's not a selectable character. I really would like to know what kind of common sense goes in NetherRealm Studios. Why would they make a character just to keep it out of the roster? It's like doing so much work just to throw it out.
You won't touch him again.
Black takes centuries to pull the damn trigger. But this is something I always asked. Why didn't Rain just turn into water like before? Clearly, he's able to do so when Melina saves him. Saving the hero at the nick of time cliche.
Once we hit the drop point, we split up. Jackie and I will come in from the south. You two from the west. Rendezvous here, the north entrance.
Then what? A simple pick up and go?
We bag him if he resists.
Resistance might be more possible than you think.
Don't sweat it. It comes to that, Sub-Zero won't know what hit him.
Cassie Cage is definitely her father's daughter. Way too overconfident.
Any ideas?
Sub-Zero, let's talk.
That opportunity has passed.
Got a new plan, Cage?
Funny, you're the one who messed with the initial plan. Don't start blaming Cassie because of your arrogant ass.
Yes, I suppose so. Chuo Dangjin.
That worked? This was all a
training exercise.
Damn, I should have seen it.
You and your friends show much promise, Cassandra Cage. But until you function as one, you will fall short.
Why do they need to function as one? Instead of that, they should improve themselves to the point they can handle their own fight instead of jumping somebody.
So other than that, you enjoyed your visit?
The Lin Kuei shredded us.
You maybe.
You know, Jin, I was there and I saw you eating his whole fist. Being skilled is one thing, but being arrogant can be fatal to yourself.
New orders from General Blade. Priority 1. Outworlders. Here in Earthrealm.
An invasion?
Couldn't be.
You're not afraid, are you, Mr. Cage? Outworlders, I can handle. So when did they show up?
The portal opened by the docks a few hours ago. Nearly 5,000 in all. Refugees from the Outworld Civil War.
Must be bad if they risked coming to Earthrealm.
After you.
Do not dwell on your encounter with the Lin Kuei, son.
Pretty hard not to.
Thanks, Kenshi. Could you and Mr. Cage join us? Sergeant Cage, you and your team as you were.
This is Li Mei. She seeks asylum for her people in Earthrealm.
Our village, Sundo, was the epicenter of a fierce battle. We barely escaped with our lives.
Such is war. I mean, no offense, but you Outworlders kind of live for that, right?
This was different. The rebels, Melina, had a weapon unlike anything. Entire battalions erased. It was not honorable, not combat.
Since when were combatants supposed to be honorable? You see characters fighting with all kinds of weapons, all kinds of powers. Where was the honor in Shao Kahn when he still invaded Earthrealm after he lost twice to Liu Kang? I'll be waiting for my answer.
A talisman, gold, with a center jewel. Melina wields its crimson energy without precision.
Well, that's good then.
You mind explaining to me how the hell that's good? Melina has a weapon that can take literally anyone down in a blink of an eye.
The Emperor grows desperate, and those caught in the middle pay the price.
If this talisman is what I suspect it to be, we may all pay a price.
Raiden, the fact that you yourself don't know that Shinnok's amulet is gone makes me question your logic in all this. How did Melina take it away from you? What's alerting is that you had no clue it was gone this whole time. And due to this time skip, we will never see how the amulet was stolen. This is why NetherRealm is probably the worst at storytelling. I really hope they start hiring great storytellers for their future games.
It's not an alliance, non-aggression pact. Outworld is not our ally.
A point you might make with more subtlety, given your surroundings. Now state your business, including a reason why we shouldn't kill you.
I can read you. You're not from Outworld.
I'm from Earthrealm, like you. But my employer, Kotal Khan, is from Outworld. So now I'm from Outworld.
Okay, so by that logic, my previous boss is from another country. So does that mean I'm from that country as well?
4. Having been found guilty of theft, you shall be put to death.
I was hungry.
Your sentence will be carried out immediately.
Death? For petty theft?
Remember where you are.
Jin sacrificed his whole team, including himself, over someone he's never met before. Someone who has no role in the story. Didn't the monks teach him restraint? Aaron Black runs to Jin when he was going to shoot him from a distance. Okay, I see. These characters only have common sense when their targets are being protected by plot armor. Failing these QTEs doesn't immediately cause Jin's team to get killed. Too sincere. Farrah didn't go for the head and Cassie will not be wounded by this. How do I know? She's not affected by this wound after this scene. It's like it never happened.
The Earthbombers, yes. This one must learn more of your diplomatic techniques.
We're here to see Kotal Khan. General Blades—
You interfere with Outworld matters. The penalty is death.
So you wish to learn more of their technique, but you immediately send them to death? Yeah, you make a lot of sense.
We will consult the Emperor. You will await him here.
You want to take this opportunity to tell us what the fuck shit you were thinking?
I gotta wonder why you'd risk interrealm war for a bread thief.
And this is the second time Jin risked his team's lives. I have to wonder why he's not kicked out yet for his selfish and arrogant decisions.
How do I know you are not allied with Melina? Perhaps her newfound power has earned her new friends.
Friends? No. No, we're not even sure that's Shinnok's amulet she has.
She employs Shinnok's amulet against me.
She just said she's not sure. Are you listening? Why was Earthrealm entrusted with something that important in the first place? It's the realm that gets attacked the most. So Jin got his ass beat by Sub-Zero, but he's able to beat Kotal Khan. A Khan, one of the most powerful characters in Mortal Kombat.
Raiden, what'd you find?
Shinnok's amulet has been stolen, replaced by an exquisite duplicate.
Damn it.
Something is wrong. I will speak to you once
Losing connection when something suddenly happens, cliche. 2 cents here. How does Sonya take on Quan Chi and Scorpion when she got her ass beat by Jax? Also, how does Johnny Cage go up against Sub-Zero and Jax when in the previous game, Jax beat Johnny?
Quan Chi, you've lost.
A delay, Miss Blade. The inevitable still beckons.
Johnny gets stabbed from the spine through the chest and won't instantly die? The more I play this game, the more it pisses me off because the plot demands are so powerful in this game. Why didn't Jax instantly kill Johnny here? I mean, he was trying to kill him anyway. You know, I get that Sonya is a beast, but this is the Netherrealm, the place where Quan Chi is most powerful. Forget the damn plot demands. Explain to me how Quan Chi loses to Sonya in the Netherrealm.
You have new information from Earthrealm?
Kano talked.
Kano talked. Okay, so that means he's in custody, right? Explain to me how he managed to escape from where he was located. I mean, we see him later in MK11. That means he somehow escaped, but no info was ever brought up. No matter how many Tarkans they are, they will always get their asses handed to them on a silver platter.
You are not Shao Kahn's true heir. She is a construct, formed in Shang Tsung's flesh pits.
You don't say. Given the fact that she has Tarkan blood in her, as well as those massive teeth that resembles every Tarkan in the game, the sin here is that no one realized that. So Baraka is fully capable of being a playable character, yet he wasn't part of the roster. If you ask me, that is a complete waste of time.
Enough of your prattle. Finish me, that I may join my father.
You do not deserve death by an emperor's hand. Instead, I give the honor to my worthy first minister.
See here? This is a what the fuck moment. Why? Mileena has massive teeth. Many of her fatalities consist on Mileena munching off people's limbs, mostly their heads. Why didn't she do it here?
The rebellion is over.
Well, thanks for that. I know I'll never eat again. With your leave, we're gonna head back to Earthrealm. Put the amulet back where it belongs.
Earthrealm was trusted with Shinnok's amulet. Kano just swooped up and stole the amulet and no one even knew it was gone. Did you really think an emperor was going to give Earthrealm one of the most powerful objects in all of Mortal Kombat?
All right. I'll cut to the chase. I need your help.
My help?
I know. I don't have any right to...
You knew what I wanted.
Jackie volunteered. She came to me.
That doesn't mean you can't say no. From what Jax has been through, the least you could have done was accept his wishes.
At least you grew up with people expecting things from you.
I thought you and your dad were best friends.
Now, he was a no-show for a long time.
I can relate.
What was that like growing up? Having an ex-revenant father?
Jen.
No, I'm asking. Couldn't have been easy.
He was just a bit overprotective.
Oh, you poor, poor thing. Having a father that was scared to let anything happen to you? Another one, really? This is what you have for a sad childhood story? Get the fuck out of here. It takes you that long to get inside someone's head? No wonder you weren't fit enough to be in MK11. So you're skilled enough to be Hanzo, but you're still too weak to handle Sub-Zero? Let me remind you, this was 5 years ago. With Hanzo's years of training and Kenshi's training, Takeda should be an unstoppable beast at this point. But he's not.
Kenshi did not abandon you. He brought you here for your protection.
Protection from what?
From those who murdered your mother.
She died in an accident.
That is the story I asked Master Hasashi to tell you. But in truth, your mother was killed by Red Dragon assassins. I was the target. Su Qin was the victim.
Son of a bitch! It was your fault!
So I see you've become a liberal. Kenshi just told you Red Dragon killed your mother. The blame is on them, imbecile. Aaron Black didn't immediately kill Jin here. Aaron Black doesn't get knocked out from this. After all, he's still human.
Deal. Go help with Ermac. I got this.
Mortal Kombat logic is the most cancerous logic there is. Even worse than liberal logic. This man has guns and he doesn't think to shoot? Do you not see what I mean about Ermac? He's capable of dealing with all of them by himself, yet he's completely nerfed throughout the whole game.
D'Vorah, and the Earthrealmers?
She stole the amulet, then helped them escape.
She betrayed us to the Thunder God.
You wound me, D'Vorah.
Don't know why you're so surprised, Kotal. Didn't she switch to your side immediately when you were trying to overthrow Melina? You can never trust someone who easily betrayed their comrade, even if they switch to your side.
We have good crossfire position. But why is it Quan Chi travels by conventional means?
He seems unable to fully use his magic. He's weaker than when I was in his service.
Quan Chi is weaker in the Netherrealm, place where he's most powerful. What's more annoying is the fact that it was never explained what weakened him. So here we have Jax beating Sindel. Sindel, the one who not only killed him, but most of the MK9 roster. And what confuses me, Jax told Kenshi he's rusty.
I realize you agreed to guide and observe, but you are welcome to assume any role you wish.
Too rusty. Don't want to jeopardize the mission.
So if he's weaker than his MK9 version, how is he able to beat someone who completely danced on everyone? See what I mean about the inconsistency in this game?
It is possible to escape Quan Chi Katana. I can aid you, as Bihan aided me.
You became too familiar with Bihan, allowed emotion to corrupt you.
Emotion freed me.
Netherrealm, if you're gonna tell a story, why don't you tell the whole damn thing? That way you won't confuse the players. I had no idea who she was, and yet we never saw her in the roster of MK9, MKX, or even MK11.
Jackson Briggs. A pleasant surprise.
Nothing pleasant about it.
So you return to Raiden? The foolish follow fools.
So Jax barely flinches when he's hit by Liu Kang's energy ball. Since when is he indestructible?
He murdered me!
That was your fault. Maybe if you had listened to Raiden, you would have lived. Jax beating Earthrealm's previous champion. Yet he's rusty, right?
Advise Secretary Blake that Quan Chi is in custody. We'll be moving him to the Supermax facility at Fort Charles within the hour.
You know Quan Chi is a sorcerer, right? What is a human Supermax facility going to do? He can literally teleport out of there. Mortal Kombat logic.
General.
Master Hisashi, I hadn't received word you were coming.
I will have Quan Chi.
We have things under control. You can...
He must die.
Hanzo, remember last time you had a chance to help and not make things worse? This is the MK version of that moment. So remember when Sonya beat both Quan Chi and Scorpion in another round? What happened? The inconsistency... You know what? Just send this.
Call off your men, Hanzo.
If you value our friendship, you will give me Quan Chi.
He's human, yet he won't have his back broken from this.
Scorpion, stop!
Quan Chi!
Amulet. Get over here!
debt is paid.
You know, Hanzo, there's a fine saying from a noble character. Revenge is a fool man's game. The effect of your actions are the representation of that line.
Free us, now!
Shinnok.
How small they are.
Oh, shut your ass up. You got your ass beat by one of them. You're supposed to be the most powerful character in this entire game. Yet you can only win fights if you have that weapon in your hand. That's very disappointing.
Behind their defenses.
Quan Chi deceived them, allowed himself to be captured. He knew they would bring him here.
A pity he did not live to see his work completed. There will be no surprises from you, Mr. Cage. Bring him.
Why? You can easily kill him right now. Why waste time and effort when he can easily be dealt with?
Where'd they go? Mom?
Your father. Shinnok's prisoner.
Hey Hanzo, care to tell them that this happened because of your acquisitive actions?
I've long regretted losing our comrades' souls to Netherrealm's evil. Kung Lao and Liu Kang, they were like sons.
Raiden says they were like sons to him, yet it's been like 25 years and Liu Kang and Kung Lao are still revenants. Despite having godlike powers, Raiden still hasn't done anything.
Shao Kahn knew we would have no choice but to agree to a new tournament.
Liu Kang defeated Shang Tsung. He will beat Shao Kahn.
I am so confused. If this happened after Liu Kang defeated Shang Tsung, when exactly this took place? From what I can see, the night that Shang Tsung was defeated, Shao Kahn sent Shang Tsung to Earthrealm with a new tournament proposal. So I will ask again, when exactly did this take place? This is why I can't stand retcons. Damn. For a former Elder God, you're pretty pathetic. If you need the amulet to fight, then you're a disgrace, and there's no wonder why you were no longer fit to be an Elder God.
Shall we kill him, Lord Shinnok?
Not yet. He will bear witness as I conquer his realm. Then I will imprison him as he did.
You could do that right now. Why are these villains so stupid? They have the chance to win right there, but instead of doing that, they're going to give the hero the chance to come back better than ever. Apparently, all these revenants turned into children and started shoving Raiden to get him mad. Kung Lao doesn't instantly cut Raiden in half with his hat. You know what I don't get? Liu is capable of fighting Raiden, but when he fought Jax, he got beat and got handled like Mayweather handled McGregor. But Raiden can't easily beat Jax. So what's going on here?
I was put here by your hand.
Because of your ignorance. Had you stopped attacking Raiden, you would have been just fine. What will Shinnok get from leaving Johnny Cage alive? Kill him now, corrupt his soul so he can be a revenant and have him under his control. If common sense occurred in this game, Shinnok would have won a long time ago. That's why Mortal Kombat games are so damn easy to sim. That's a horrible design for upgraded Shinnok. Shinnok's design was already good. Now he just looks like a skeleton with horns infused with rocks and lava. They couldn't have done something better?
Bring them to me!
Or not.
The woods. Come on.
Carter, you want to explain to me how the hell did you lose them when they were right in front of you? I'm done using plot demands. I want explanations.
They quiet. Sneaky.
Ermac, we sense them.
You sense them, but you can't locate their presence when they're so close to you. You know, Reptile's acid is strong enough to burn through skin and melt the skull. The fact that water healed Takeda is worthy of 10 sins.
Squeeze, Tor! Your eyes, so bright. Gonna carve them out!
Stupid characters wasted sound when they could have easily dealt with their opponent, cliche.
Stop staring at my butt.
What butt? Like you got something going on. Get the hell out of here. And here you have Jackie beating the con. This game is a disgrace to Mortal Kombat. I can't believe Ed Boon validated this crap. It took 40 seconds for everybody here to engage in killing these four. The plot demands is too strong for these villains. I'd say this deserves 40 sins. Saving the hero at the nick of time, cliche.
You stood together against formidable odds. Lesser warriors would not have fared so well.
You just saved their lives. They were about to be slaughtered.
Total Khan back to Outworld. Proceed to the Sky Temple.
Sub-Zero is going to let these four imbeciles to continue their journey to stop Shinnok. See what I mean about common sense? Takeda was trained by Hanzo, trained by Kenshi. He perfected his techniques with his weapons such as his whips. Yet he doesn't use them to pull himself up.
Thanks for the assist.
Anytime.
TikTok, ladies.
Okay, here we see that Katana is capable of handling all three of them by herself. Yet somehow Cassie is going to beat Shinnok. I try not to let the cancer from this game get to me.
I can fight.
Jackie?
It's nothing.
Character says it's nothing when they're really hurting, cliche.
You're the bug, I'm the windshield.
Takeda's fighting both Sindel and Katana, who just finished whipping his ass. Sindel killed 7 of the strongest combatants in Mortal Kombat. She even rivals an Elder God, which is clearly shown in MK11. Jackie is taking on Liu Kang, Earthrealm's strongest champion, along with Kung Lao and Smoke. Let me remind you that these two were easily defeated by Katana.
Shinnok.
But...
I love you.
Oh, please spare me the weak-ass father-daughter moment. I'm already annoyed about the logic in this game already. The fact that Shinnok doesn't instantly kill Johnny. You know what? Fuck it.
Define excruciating, exquisite death.
You son of a bitch!
And here we have this devastating bullshit. Cassie Cage, a bratty, overconfident girl in her 20s, which is human, beat Shinnok in its most powerful form. Need I remind you that Shinnok is a former Elder God?
Holy shit, it does run in the family.
And you somehow unlocked the mysterious power at the perfect moment. I call bullshit.
That you?
No, it wasn't her. Hey, do you see anyone else here?
We must withdraw.
For some reason, Jackie and Takeda are still alive. They were right in front of you two. You really didn't see them leave?
Too long have I allowed Earthrealm to endure the horrors of war. Time and again we've defeated our enemies, but we've exacted no retribution, demanded no remuneration. What have we gained for our mercy? More intrigue, more senseless violence. As the new rulers of the Netherrealm, heed me. No longer will I simply defend Earthrealm. I will seek out and destroy all who threaten it. No mercy will be shown, no quarter given. Shinnok was an Elder God, impossible to kill. There are fates worse than death.
Now, when I saw this, I thought this non-forgiven Raiden was gonna take over realms like the Netherrealm, Outworld, Earthrealm. Instead, we got nothing but retcons. This ain't a sin, I'm just saying. You guys really need to improve on that aspect.
There are fates worse than death.
I call forth your raging spirit, Ares, god of war. Fight with me.